Hey guys, it's Tanner James, DJ TJ, gig log number 3 right here, right now. This is a pretty cool gig, so I'm just gonna give you a quick overview because I didn't get to do it at the venue. This is an engagement party. So they just got engaged and they just wanted to have a little party. It is at a brewery, it's at a brew house, and so it's like a big like warehouse, right? So it's almost, it's like kind of funny, but it's a big warehouse. And it was kind of a weird venue. I've never been there, and I didn't do a site inspection because it was kind of last minute when they booked me, but it was open to the public. So the public can come in, get food, get drinks, whatever, and that's like right here. Well, right here, there is the private event space, and there aren't any walls, there aren't any like real barriers. There's a little like rope kind of thing, but it wasn't like other venues where they take you into a complete different room, right? So that was the only weird part about it. And then they had me set up, they gave me 2 options. They said you can set up right here or right here. And I don't know if I go over it in the video, but I set up on the farther end. And I wanted that because the first option was far away, or the second option, the other option that I did not choose was closer to the public area. And I didn't want that because I didn't want people coming up to me and requesting songs that weren't even from the event that I was supposed to DJ for, right? Because I wasn't DJing for the public, for the guests over here, right? I wasn't DJing for them. I was only DJing for the guests of that personal event, right? So I didn't want to deal with other people coming up, why'd you play this song? Why'd you know, like, I just didn't want to deal with that. So I chose to go farther away. Now, it was kind of hard because it wasn't an awkward position, but all in all, it went very well. They just wanted reggae music for the beginning. They wanted to get straight into dancing like an hour in, but that just didn't happen. People just weren't really feeling dancing. I got them dancing at the end, but it just was not like one of those events like a wedding where, you know, they're expected to dance. They just wanted to come have a good time, that kind of thing. So that's really good. There are a ton of pro tips in here, like a ton of really good solid tips. So I recommend watching all the way through, and then at the end I do give another recap, which is ultra good. So definitely watch the whole entire thing. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, let me know. Leave it down in the comments. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna set up right here. It's gonna be kind of awkward, but that's all we could do. It is a brewery, which is kind of cool. They're having food trucks outside. I loaded in through that door right over there. You can't really see it, but yeah, so I'm just gonna be set up right there and then kind of play for these people. So I like to use these scrims for these quick events because they go on pretty easy, but I keep them in here because when it gets put on the table, it stretches out so much that you can't even see any of the wrinkles. So it's really good. They're super nice. I have them in white and black. Super easy to put on, and much more easy to transport compared to a normal tablecloth that has to be hung and so that you make sure that it doesn't get wrinkled. Much easier here. Okay, so when you're setting up, I recommend trying to get as much room as possible between you and a wall, just because you want more space. And so I've done it where like I set up right here, I'm like super close to the wall, and it's not super fun. So make sure you do get some extra space in there. Also, one more tip. When you get to the venue, check in with somebody who works at the venue and say, hey, I'm here for, you know, the Johnson engagement party, the Johnson Christmas party, whatever it is, so that you make sure that you're in the right room. Because if you're not, that'd be awkward. You have to like break down and everything, all bad. Okay, so I have a nicer shirt on now. When you set up, always make sure that you set up in like, I don't want to say not nice clothes, but like maybe just like a company t-shirt, jacket, that kind of stuff, just so that it's not, you don't get sweaty in it. And then when you're ready to go, you can change and you're nice and clean. So this is really laid back. I'm gonna probably be on the more formal side. So it's just a nice shirt. The sleeves are rolled up, and then I have jeans on, some new shoes, and I am good to go. So I'll show you another look. It's just an engagement party, not super formal. They have food trucks outside. So yeah, it'll be cool. Cool little party. I don't know how much dancing is gonna go on. I hope we can get some in, but it's pretty bright and kind of an odd space, so we'll try.
Enjoy the ride.
I clean the jog wheel off of the Pioneer DDJ SX2, and I do it because I want to make sure that there isn't any sweat residue that then reads as I'm trying to scratch, which does actually happen somewhat often. So just make sure you clean it off every single time and just make sure that it doesn't do that kind of accidental reading stuff. All right, so it is over. I'm in the car. I loaded out. I'm like sick right now, and it's really like hitting me hard. I got sick the other day, and it just keeps getting worse. And I'm on Dayquil and NyQuil and all that kind of stuff, but Zicam, all that. But it's just not. It's just not the, like, you know, kicking in kind of. So the event went very well. It was good. They were extremely happy, and so altogether, that's good. It was kind of, it was an engagement party. The hard thing was that people weren't really there to like dance. They were there to like celebrate the engagement, right? And I tend to not do a lot of engagement parties, so it was kind of difficult to get everybody dancing. At the end we did, and I do have a video or two of that, but it just wasn't like a normal wedding where, like, you know, people come and they want to dance and that's what is expected of them, right? So that was kind of one of the harder parts, but it wasn't bad. I played background music. They wanted some reggae. They had a few requests, Backstreet Boy or Beach Boys and whoever else, so it wasn't bad at all. It was actually pretty good, and they were happy, and, you know, all the guests were happy, and so it was good. It's just not like the typical kind of event that we are used to as DJs, as like, you know, like let's have a crazy dancing, you know, kind of event. But altogether, it was good. Now, here's the thing, and this is what I wanted to say about the event last time too, because it's a Friday, Saturday event, my second gig log and my third, is that this, you know, I'm coming into this event sick, and yesterday I just had 2 finals, because I am a student. I had 2 finals, and 2 really hard finals, and so the stress is kind of up, right? I had, and then I'm sick on top of that, and then I had some other minor family stress, and this is the hard thing. Not stress, but like I have stuff going on, and so it's kind of like you have to, when you go to an event, you need to take your mind off of whatever else you're doing and kind of just zone in on DJing, right? Just zone in on reading the crowd and doing what you know, what you do, right? I mean, us as DJs, we're good at something that a lot of people aren't, and we have that art, we have that skill, and so we really want to, you know, when we go into an event, we need to like just zone out everything else and just go straight on into how do you have a great event. And so, you know, I'm sick, I'm coughing, my nose is running, I'm blowing my nose every 5 minutes. I'm going to the bathroom like 14 times during the 3-hour event, and I'm getting a bunch of toilet paper and taking it back so I can blow my nose, like, and I'm on meds, okay? It's not like it's just bad, you know? But I can't let that affect my performance. I have to come into it like, let's go, let's have an awesome performance, let's kill it. No, you know, excuses kind of thing. Like, let's just have an awesome, awesome event. And I think that's where sometimes a lot of people may struggle as DJs, or just as in general, is that you can't zone out and focus on one thing. And I know that there are sometimes that it's really difficult to, right? But if you can, that is what you need to do, and just completely focus in on how do I have an awesome event? Let's make this event for this group of people, for these guests, for these clients, whatever it may be, you know. Just really zone in on that. And a quick story, I actually had an event, it was a little over a year ago, and something really bad personally happened to me, and it was really difficult for me to zone out and focus on it. And I had a good friend there, and he was helping me out, and he's like just like focus straight in, just do what you're good at, just do what you know how to do this. It was some kind of club party or whatever, and they're like, he's like, you know, just focus in. You know what to do. You've done this so many times before. You know how to rock it. Just focus in and just do it. Don't let anything else, just focus on your performance. And it was like a crazy performance. It was like one of the best I've ever had. But what I did was I focused in just on that thing, instead of, sorry, the camera's moving down and up and it's dark in here, and I have like the light I'm trying to merge onto the freeway and all bad. But you know, just focus in on what you need to do versus oh shoot, I just got on the wrong one. Oh no, okay, I'm cool. Focus in on what you need to do and do it. You know, don't try and think about other stuff. It's just best if you can just get on it and do it. Focus in and just go. And then I'm gonna do a couple more videos just of like about me and why I do some things differently than other people. You know, like I have an Odyssey flight case and I use a laptop stand. I don't use the sliding case, right? So I have like the little laptop slider. I put in my own crane stand instead of using what's it called? The slider. And like, I know when I saw other DJs do that, I'm like, why? Like, you have this, you paid extra for a sliding case, but like in reality, it's that I don't want to bend down all night and crank my neck because I'm going down and up and down and up and back, and you know, it's just easier if I can just like have the laptop up higher. So stuff like that, I'm gonna do a whole video on it and upload that to YouTube. So check out my profile and make sure that you're subscribed so that you can see that when it comes up, because those kinds of things will really kind of change you as a DJ and help you have better performances and better events and be happier when you're at events, that kind of stuff. Just those small little tips. So I will have an outro, but thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, whatever, drop them down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Tanner James, DJ TJ.